Well, folks, here we are. This is a pretty big moment, not only for Total War, but for Warhammer Fantasy in general. The IP, for the first time, exploring officially Grand Cathay in a very meaningful way. Myself, as a human main, I would consider myself an Empire main. Bretonnia is kind of a secondary faction. Super excited for Kislev, but since Grand Cathay was confirmed, I've been just beyond stoked to see what they have to offer. We've got the trailer here now. I'm going to be live reacting to it for you guys. I just wanted to take a moment to say this is it. We've arrived at this place collectively as a group. You know, Creative Assembly obviously couldn't have done it without us, the customers. Like, they're the ones making it. But at the same time, we as a community, you know, having embraced this product, a series of products, you know, so heavily has incentivized them to be able to build their relationship with Games Workshop, and now we have Grand Cathay. So let's jump into the trailer. I'm super excited if you couldn't tell. Without further ado, here we go.
From the stars came the will to shape fate.
Okay.
Hurling this world toward ruin.
Okay. The architecture I'm loving already, and we've got this very sinister looking woman. Oh, I see some cavalry flying around. Oh, yeah. Oh, what is this? Cannon pulled by a golden ox, giant terracotta statues, check. Regular Joes, all levels, different infantry. Oh man, the architecture and these, what in the world are those? Okay, so gyros have some competition now. Gun balloons.
To offer guidance where it is most needed.
Gun balloons confirmed.
To demand sacrifice.
Alright, so I'm guessing she's a legendary lady then. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is now some demons. This is looking like Tzeentch demons. They're riding the discs. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. The balloons, though, like... What are we doing here? This is next level. Oh, man, and the Lord of Change. Oh, with the two heads. Did you notice? I think his eyes are different color, too. No way. Ah. Uh-oh. Alright, some hand cannons, so lots of gunpowder confirmed. I'm all about this. I haven't seen any cavalry so far. Really. Lots of infantry. Okay.
Sentinel of the great bastion.
Yes. All the yes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, the grenade launchers. These heavy infantry, looks like halberd and shield infantry. Very good stuff. All the Tzeentch demons. We're gonna, of course, go through this frame by frame and analyze things. Okay. Alright, some new magic there. Some kind of new magic for sure. Oh boy.
Supreme Matriarch of Nangao.
Okay. Well, that's who you are. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Supreme Matriarch. Okay. Of Nangao. Okay. Alright.
Of the storm winds. Daughter of the dragon.
Oh, what? No way. Full-on transformation? Okay. Okay. She just transformed into a celestial serpent, basically? Alright, okay. Calm down, everyone. Like, we all need to just take a step back here and take a deep breath, because what did we just watch? What was that? Okay, let's go back here. So, okay, so we've got this initial shot showing her, the Supreme Matriarch of, what is it, Guangdao? It's gonna take me a while to learn these newfangled names, as I'm sure it will for some of you probably not, but okay, this architecture here, let's just take a minute to appreciate the beauty of this just as a still image right here. Like, you've got the portal opening from the sky, you've got this massive citadel here, tons of flying furies everywhere. So the cavalry that we do see, I stand corrected, is this kind of flying cavalry, right? That looks very interesting. It's hard to tell if they're like heroes or an actual unit. My guess is kind of the way that they're positioned all together. They're meant to illustrate a unit. We also got some gunpowder infantry here on the left, and then melee infantry on the right. They have these kind of halberd type things, spear halberd things. Very cool. And then we see this cannon being pulled by what look like golden ox. They might be actual ox, it's hard to tell. But yeah, okay, so big cannons, check. And then obviously the massive statues are definitely a thing. And then we see these guys. I'm wondering if this is going to be the chaff tier infantry, like the model of what we're seeing right here. These sort of peasant-looking dudes. Got a little bit of equipment, but, you know, relatively lightly armed. And then we've got these heavier, more professional-looking infantry here. The ones with shields, I'm guessing, on the left are kind of your top tier. They've got different forms of, I think it's G, right? G is the name of the sort of the spear halberd thing. And then the one on the right, my guess, is one of more of a mid-tier option. And then here we've got a couple more characters. It looks like, based on, you know, how special they look, basically, on their attire. And now this right here, these flying balloon gun platforms are obviously amazing in every way. We get another kind of either hero or lord character here. And then this, yeah, we get this really nice scene. Here's where we start to see some of the Tzeentch demons coming in. Okay, so here it's dark, but we do get to see a little bit of the cavalry up close. This looks like they're armed with a shield and lance. So that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, these kind of fire rockets is what these artillery piece is shooting, I guess, like a multiple fire rocket projectile. That's very interesting. And then obviously immediately we've got these guys on the discs, which if you guys didn't know already, Tzeentch is going to be my Chaos God of choice, so I'm super excited about this in and of itself. These guys do look like warriors, though. Like, they're not, doesn't look like they're, like, casters by any means. Like, they've got full-on shields with pole arms, so they do seem to be, you know, dedicated fighters from what we can see here, although, you know, with Tzeentch, it's possible they're also casters as well. We get some of the... were they screamers? So the manta ray looking things flying in all over the place. And yeah, some like furies as well probably mixed in there, it looks like. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, then we've got the big bad right here. The Lord of Change. We get the full, you know, updated model. As cool as Big Bird is currently in the game, you know, Sarthrel, he's not this guy right here, right? Like, this is definitely another tier of Lord of Change. So was really hoping we would see this model, and that's the one that we do indeed see. So super stoked about that. And then we've got these gunpowder infantry here, again, that sort of seem more like grenade launchers rather than more typical gunpowder infantry, is kind of how they're portrayed. We also get a look at some more Tzeentchian infantry. So we do see here, it looks like some Forsaken, some Tzeentchian, almost Forsaken looking dudes. We've got the horrors, the blue horrors, and I see some pink horrors also mixed in there. The big statue bro is going to come to life, which obviously, I mean, that's amazing and super awesome. Again, we come back in here and we kind of get everything with the Tzeentch demons all together. I might be missing a unit here or there. Are those flamers up in there in the top left? It's a little bit hard to make out what they are. And then, obviously, great charge animation. Fantastic. Those big boys can really move. I mean, show those moves to the freaking Tomb Kings. Constructs, like, I guess construct technology has advanced with the times, and Tomb Kings are a little out of date at this point. And then this right here is some kind of new lore of magic. It's almost like... it looks almost like obsidian, like or stone, like some kind of stone-based magic, which I don't think there is really a lore of like earth. I'm guessing, if I just, you know, if I had to guess, maybe that would make sense. And then, you know, with the storm magic that we see based on the Grand Matriarch there, so maybe storm and earth magic are going to be in the purview. Although she certainly looks like she could be, you know, casting Lore of Death or Shadow spells as well. Yeah, obviously, the way that the scene is sort of set up here too is it's like you've got this caster, right, who is possibly a Lord level caster with the lore of Earth, let's call it right here. Very powerful, you know, it shows her beating back a bunch of the Forsaken and the horrors and stuff, but then, like, okay, this guy, this Greater Demon of Tzeentch right here is on another level from her as a caster. He just kind of blows her away, right? So it's almost setting up the different power level of these different casters. And then it's like, okay, no, we need someone on the level of the Greater Demon here. So in comes the Shadow Lady, the Shady Lady. The Shady Lady. Oh, yeah, that's her for sure. Turns into a freaking Celestial Dragon. So, Celestial Storm Dragon. So that was possibly the most badass trailer I've seen to date, which is saying something from Total War Warhammer. I feel like these guys at Creative Assembly, guys and gals, are always stepping up their game. Like, it's ridiculous what they're doing, to be honest. And this is pretty much everything I wanted, I have to say. Like, we're checking all the boxes for me. Monsters, you know, you've got the constructs, but it's not like crazy over the top. It's still pretty believable with all of these kind of stylized infantry and everything here. The architecture too, man, coming back and looking at this shot of the city, we've got these kind of floating pylons everywhere with rocks and stuff with more city built on top of them. I mean, 10 out of frickin' 10 for the artists every time for Creative Assembly, like seriously. And yeah, just kind of the way that like the balloons are taking off from the sky reaches. It's just so cool. You know, we've got the gunpowder, we've got the ridiculous war machine checked. Like, for me, as a fan of war wagons and other sorts of stupid things like that, I'm a fan of these gun balloons. I mean, gun balloons is something I didn't know I needed, but now that I know that they exist, I definitely need them. Obviously, I'm super stoked on all the Tzeentch stuff, too. So, yeah, basically, this is exactly what I wanted to see from this trailer. It's hard to be mad about the delay, and honestly, I think with the delay, it's more of a good thing than anything that they, you know, have the leeway to take the time they need to try and get it right. I think it's important to get it right. And, you know, what they have going is certainly extremely promising. Like, I know it's not gameplay, so I wouldn't go and say make a purchase decision based on this video, but from an art perspective, right, and from a thematic perspective, they nailed it 100%. Great job, Creative Assembly. I have to say, this is I'm glowing right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm not really sure how to end this, so I'm just gonna stop talking now. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. If you like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. Every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again. See you next time.